What's up, world? Lee here with Sticks, Strings, and Other Things, my teeny tiny little corner of the internet where I come to you every other week to chit-chat with you about all of the crafty things that I've been getting my hands onto. Today is the 2nd of September. I'm filming this for the 3rd, and I am coming to you from a cloudy Pacific Northwest. It's only cloudy because of a marine layer. It is supposed to get into the 80s today. I want summer to go away. I'm trying to bring fall. I'm trying. But right now we have a marine layer, so I will be content and happy with it. I originally did not think I would be coming today because I have family in town, but they're off doing something today that I don't have the energy to do, so here I am. You actually do get me. Hooray. But I do have family in town, which does mean I haven't been as productive as normal. But I'm sure you all understand that. I do have my tea. I do. This is Italian wedding cake from Plum Deluxe. I did not grab the bag because I finished it when I made this pot and I just tossed the bag away. Not thinking, and I wasn't going to go looking for it because it was gone. It's delightful. It has a little bit of coconut in it. Black tea. Very delightful. I am a fan of it. I have no more of it now though, but that's okay too. I have plenty of other tea. It is delicious. And that is my 3rd cup today. We're doing great. Now, whatever. A little bit of chaos today, not organized, which seems to be a regular occurrence of late. I apologize for that. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you find something that you enjoy and that will continue to bring you back. If you are a returning viewer, well, I hope you continue to be amused by this. Who knows? Let us get into the fun things though. I have 2 knitted finishes this time. One are my August socks. I did finish both of them. There's some funky pooling on one and only partial pooling on the... They turned out very strange. But these socks are wonderfully, wonderfully squishy soft. They feel really good. They will be wonderful for the wearing. So I did finish my August socks. Halo polishing time. That means I have done, for my monthly yarn thing, I have kept up to date all the way through August now. We might make it to the end, people. Knock on wood. Don't want to curse myself. I also started and finished another little project. I have some friends who are having a baby in October, so I made them a little goth baby hat. It's a goth pumpkin. So I have yet to be able to get it to them, but it is only the 2nd of December, and the baby is due in October, so I have time. But little goth baby hat, because they're sweet. And I made something for the first baby, so I have to make something for the second baby. That's just how that works. And that's it for the finishes. And that pumpkin hat was also a start and finish, because baby hats are really fast to make. I mean, it takes an evening. That one took me actually longer because I messed up the pattern. So it took me 2 evenings, but I almost completely finished it the first evening, and then I started over, finished it the second evening. It's really only one. So now let's get into whips. I have a few. Here is my whip into shape with Andrew the Runner Stitcher. I was sad that he was unable to do his marathon because life intervened, and it's never fun when life intervenes in the fun you want to have in your life, or the plans you have in your life. So I was sad for him. But he's still running, because, he's the runner stitcher. He is still running, and he is going to be running a different marathon. I think the New York Marathon. I think that's in November. So he's still training, which means this piece, Thriller, still gets to come out every Sunday to do the 10 stitches for every mile he runs. I am behind. I did not do this last weekend because, like I said, family. So I am 90 stitches behind. I wasn't going to do any of the stitching on the marathon day because, well, that's not how my world worked for that. So, but I am happy that I get to continue working on this. I finished up all of this little tiny red. Here we go. This teeny tiny red border, and then I have started the long arm cross stitch that goes across here. Just envision about 90 more of those, It still wouldn't be finished, but there'd be 90 more. I will catch up. I will. There's no family this weekend coming, so I will get back to this and catch up. But I am very happy that I get an excuse to keep pulling this out every Sunday. I thought about doing my own thing, where I was going to roll a die, a four-sided die, and now I don't have to. I can just do whatever Andrew tells me to do, and that makes it a lot easier. So that is one whip. I also pulled out my Weeds and Wildflowers. That was Caroline from Evertote's birthday piece last year. It is from the Artsy Housewife. I bought the whole kit. So I have the Roxy Flosco fabric and the colors. Obviously I didn't get it done during her birthday year, but you know, that's fine. I am slowly working on it. I have finished the butterfly. I guess it's not a butterfly, it's a moth. Weeds and Wildflowers, it could be a butterfly. I'm calling it a moth though. So there we are. Isn't he pretty? I just love the colors. Oh, it's so good. This is 1/2 on 40 count. I think it was Buttercup from not Bestitch Me, from Roxy. And I'm loving it. So I just have the small flower and the giant flower left. And that giant flower is really, really big. It's like 1/4 of the entire piece. So I'm nowhere near finished. But I did get a little more progress on it. What else did I do? Oh, I pulled out Reaching Skyward from Modern Folk Embroidery. That was the stitch along from last year, which I didn't get very far on because there were options. There were options, and there were too many options, and I stalled out and couldn't function with making choices. But I've pulled it back out. I don't know what fabric this is, and I am using 2 Roxy Flosco colors. I will look up what they are, and I worked on this for a day, and I just brought this over. This is the end of this part of the border, so I still need to make this square and extend the lines. Slow progress, very slow progress, but there was actual progress made on this one. Very happy about that. And like I said, no clue what the fabric is. But the colors I am using are both Roxy Floss. The dark color is Seize the Day, and the light color is Silver Dollar. And it's going to be so pretty. But it was pulled out, and I did some stitches on it, which made me feel good. I also pulled out, living in my red rum bag, I pulled out Lola Crow's Haunted Library. I started this after the stitch along was well over, but I am doing it in the released pieces anyway, because, you know, that's fun to me. I think this is a Bestitch Me fabric. It's a 40 count, so was the last one. I don't know what it was, though, other than a 40 count, so I was doing that 1/2. This is also 40 count 1/2, I do believe. And I just was slowly working on this staircase. But I saw something when I was working on this staircase, and now I cannot unsee it. It's not a mistake. It's just, okay, I'll show. It's a uterus. That's a uterus with fallopian tubes. So that's all I see now, is this is a uterus library. But there's my needle minder, of course. I had to have a needle minder that is a library card. Come on, it's amazing. And I have to have the red rum bag because he was an author. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Come on. Shining. We all know. Anyway, this is what I did. So I filled in more across here, and I started coming down this half of the library staircase. It's so pretty. But I did start this after it was already, I think it was after it was already completed. Yeah, it was after it was already completed. I buy her stitch-alongs, Lola Crow's. I don't start them. This is the only one I've started. But I purchased the aquarium, and I also purchased the greenhouse, and I've purchased the aviary. And this is as far as I am on the first one. So obviously I need to do a lot more stitching. I did get some more progress on this, and it's looking so pretty. And I'm just using all of the called for DMC. But yeah, no clue what that fabric is. I don't think I have a... Ooh, wait. Haha! It is Be Stitch Me coconut shell. I do have the tag. It was hiding behind my cone of doom. So that got a little bit of progress. And then the last thing that I pulled out stitching-wise was Baltic Birdies. I am behind on Anna Forrest Grew as well because, again, family. But I did pull out Baltic Birdies to get its 3,000 done for August. I have less than 3,000 stitches left to do now because I do. And so I'll be doing those sometime this month, which means Baltic Birdies will be finished this month. I know. This is 1/2 on 40 count. I don't know what off-white random thing that I had in my stash. And I am using a Silks for You colorway, PR20 something. And there we are. Look at that. So I finished up this birdie over here and his flower. I put in the 25 for 2025. And then I did this entire shield thing right here. Let me fold it in half so you can look at that. All I have now are two little swirly things here and two little doodly bits down at the bottom. I am not doing the one stitch border that goes all the way around. I still have it not marked off on my pattern keeper, so my pattern keeper is saying I need like 2,900 some odd stitches. It will be less than that because I'm not doing that border. So sometime this month, this will be completed. And I am excited for a finish. And those were all of my whips. Like I said, family's been in town, so there has been less stuff done. I did start one of my flock purchases, so I will show you that. This is in the knitting world. I started my Linden Honey. I don't remember who it's by. This is the one that I've started with the Sincere Fiber Company Thrill of the Hunt colorway. And here we are. I am still in the raglan increases. So there's this, lace always looks really bad until you block it. There's this whole lace border at the top of the sweater, so it'll be here. And then it's just really awkward to show because raglan sweater is awkward. And the lace is going to look really pretty when it's done, when it's blocked. Lace always looks bad until you block it. But yeah, working on that. It had short rows, so I've got a lot more in the back, but I love this color. There, you can really see the color of the yarn now. It looks kind of like an oil slick, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm loving it. So it'll be something like this. And yes, it fits. It's on a tiny, tiny little cord. It'll be so good. It's going to be so pretty. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Lovely. I wish I could show off the lace a little bit better. I'll have to get fancified when I finally finish this. But it is slow because I am doing this on US 2.75 needles. Sorry, 2.5 US, which is a 3mm needle, which is very tiny for a sweater. Very tiny. There. It's going to take me forever. But it's beautiful. It's looking great. I'm getting gauge. I actually had to go down a needle size. I never have to go down a needle size, but I actually had to go down a needle size. It was very strange. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait. I've been in having fun stitching on it. But yes, that is pretty much all the whips. Done! Woo! Yay! Let us get into my acquisitions. I have one. I'm sure everyone will be super shocked that I bought the Witchy Stitchy book. I know. Shocking. Who could believe that I would buy this book? Yeah, of course I bought the book. And it came in, so I am very happy. I know other people have done flip-throughs and everything, so I'm not going to bother, but I am very happy to have this book. And yeah, that's the only acquisition that I have. So a bit of a halo polishing there as well. Now let's get into plans. Well, for the rest of the week, I do have family in town, so I'm not going to be doing all of that much, which is okay. I'd rather have family. Like, my in-laws and my son are up, and it's really good to be hanging out with all of them. I wish my energy levels were better so that I could be hanging out in Seattle with them today, but they're not, so they're in Seattle, because they shouldn't have to get punished because I can't do things. That's just not fair. So yes, there's that. We're going to go to the Glass Museum tomorrow. I'm actually going to join them for that one. And then they're going to go to the fair on Thursday, not Saturday, on Thursday. I will not have the energy for that, but that'll be sad. And then my kid will be going back home that day. Bummer. It's been amazing having him home. I really enjoy having my son in the house. It's nice. I miss him when he's gone. But, you know, he's an adult and he has his own life and he is living it. So that's good too. I just miss him. So yeah, he'll be leaving on Thursday. I'll be working on Friday, and then my in-laws are leaving on Saturday morning. So life will be back to normal then. Sort of back to normal, because not this coming weekend, but the next weekend is the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit, and I will be at the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit. Yay, that'll be fun. My sister's coming into town, and we are both going down to do that, which means I do actually need to fully finish my Smalls Exchange. I haven't finished, I just haven't bothered fully finishing it yet. Probably should do that this weekend. You think? Yeah, I think so. So, a little bit of that. So I have no clue what new thing is going to get started, but I will be starting one of the projects that we get at the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit. I will be starting one of them, probably the Artsy Housewife one. I'm just guessing, because I tend to really like her pieces. And the other woman, I keep forgetting her name. She has lovely things too, don't get me wrong, but I have a feeling I'm going to lean towards the Artsy Housewife. I could be wrong. Maybe I'll start both. Seems unlikely, but who knows. Other than that, it is September, which means Sampler September, of course. I have a whole list of samplers on this sticky note of the things that I remember that I have as whips that are samplers. You like that hedge right there? The things that I remember are samplers? Yeah. So I'm going to be pulling these out and working on them. Not all of them, there's too many. But I'm going to try and at least focus on the ones that I haven't worked on yet this year. I'll try and do those first. I will be finishing Baldequin Birdies. That's technically sort of a sampler-ish. I don't know. Does it count as this? I don't think it is. Anyway, I'll be doing Baldequin Birdies regardless because it needs to get done. But the rest are a bunch of samplers. And I will be pulling out a random assortment of them and getting some work done on those this month. I'm very excited about that. And then I've already started it. There's another sticky note. Oh no, the sticky note's still in the other room. I have a sticky note with all the Halloween pieces and spooky pieces that I have as whips that I will be working on in October because it's spooky season. It is already spooky season. I mean, spooky season essentially starts in June, but it definitely ramps up in September. I already have some spooky stuff up. I have some spooky stuff year round, but I have been pulling out some spooky stuff because it's spooky season. And I'm a fan of spooky season. But yes, this month, samplers. I have a whole list, and I will be playing with them. The ones that I really want to hit are I Sign Up for Beauty. I've had that on the go for ages. It is one of my pre-2020 pieces, and it's been sadly neglected, so it needs to get some work, and it hasn't been worked on this year. My Jane Reese. which I wanted to get done last year, didn't. I haven't yet touched it this year because I think I overdid it last year. Want to get a few stitches into that one. My Long Dog sampler, Rouge de Saxe, going to be working on that one. Charlotte Warrington, the giant beast of a sampler that I got from the Homespun Needlework Sampler Facebook group. It's giant, and I love the plaid pants that the woman's wearing with the giant hat, and so I had to buy it. Chirchi and Gierchi is another sampler I will be pulling out that I haven't. That is a modern folk embroidery sampler that I got during Jacob Palooza. And his eye was on the sparrow. That's another one that I haven't worked on this year. So those are the ones that I want to work on this month that haven't been worked on this year. And then I have a whole list of ones that I've already worked on that I would like to get back to. We will see what happens because travel, family, I may not be as capable of doing things because I'm still working and doing all of that. My 1 day a week. But whatever. Oh, I should show, I forgot. This isn't an acquisition, so it kind of is acquisition adjacent. It is my yarn of the month that my partner picked for me out of my own stash. This was September's. He pulled out a mini from my mini stash, and he pulled out this yarn, and he said, you should use these together. I hope I didn't screw it up. He didn't. Those are going to be fun together. That's going to make a fun sock. So I'm going to get this wound up, and I will start these socks probably while I am editing today. But yeah, I kind of already covered life. Gonna quick pause so I can do something, and then I'll cover a little bit more life, and then I'll let you all go. This is going to be a super fast one today. Okay, I am back. Just cover a little bit more life. Health stuff. Still having issues. Because, you know, why not? My white blood cell count is really low, and it's still really low, and it keeps dropping. So we're watching it. I would like all the happy white blood cell thoughts sent my direction, because if the next time when we test, which will be in 3 months, my blood counts are still low, I have to do something I don't want to do at all. So I'll do it because I'll have to, but I really don't want to have to. And so just send good white blood cell count my way. That'd be great. Because, yeah, it is limiting of some of the things that I can do. I can no longer garden and random other things just to make sure I don't get horribly ill. Yay! Bacteria, not your friend. Yeah. So that's going on. Kind of a pain in the butt. Do not like. 0 out of 10 stars. Do not recommend. But other than that, I am amazingly healthy. Woo! Yeah. Go me. So yeah. My fatigue levels are ridiculous because of that. I have very little energy, hence the reason I'm not in Seattle today. Otherwise I would be hanging out with family and having fun in Seattle, but no. No fun for me. That said, I'm doing okay. I'm feeling fine. Tired of being tired, but yeah, you deal. And I really have nothing else to share, so I'm gonna let you all go. And this will be a really short one today, and I will see you likely in 2 weeks, assuming I don't collapse from too much done over the next 2 weeks. I should be here in 2 weeks, though. That is my plan. We'll see if I can hold true to it, because I hope I can. Until then, I hope everyone has a good day. Don't read the news. Drink lots of water. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your physical health. And yeah, do all the needful. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.